In order for a man to truly live, in order for you who is watching this video to really live, you must kill the former self. You must live as if you're already dead. And this is not just a chit talk, this is not just a TikTok, this is not just me talking. You know, you really have to live like you do not exist. And you have to take and do everything as if it is your last time. And the reason why I say this is because when you live as somebody who's already dead, like a dead corpse, has no fear, has no shame, has no guilt, has no envy. It does not look on who is touching it. Doesn't look on like it has no care for the world whatsoever. You know, you might torture it, you might do whatever you want to do to that body, but nobody's inside that body. That body has no soul. That body has no feels no pain, feels nothing. And that's what I mean to say. And it might sound too cold and it might sound too grimy and it might sound too dark for me to say that you must live as a dead, right? And since we already know that the dead cannot really live, but it's a metaphor to say that if you truly want to live, if you really want to live and get things out of this life, then you must not consider what is not happening to your goodness or to your choosing. So you anything that is not happening according to what you wish or your plan, you must disregard it. You must like overlook it as if it does not even exist. People who do not really bring anything of value, people who do not really, you know, change your life, you shouldn't really consider those people. You shouldn't even things that do not bring you peace, things that do not, help you move forward. You shouldn't consider those things. You should disregard those things. You should exist as if those things do not even exist in your world. See them as a side character, like invisible, like they don't matter. It's the same way. And when you live like that, you will see that you will actually start prioritizing your time because you know that the only thing that matters is that which you give time. And you will start, checking your life and you start looking at things that matter to you. You start put your energy to things. You're gonna be one mind, one body, one soul. And you're gonna only focus on your purpose. You're gonna only focus on something that's gonna bring you something better. Right guys? So if you really wanna live a life that has some fulfillment to it, then you must bury your shame. You must bury your fear. You must kill everything that is not of you. Whenever you want to talk to that lady and you feel some sense of weirdness, that's something that you have to kill. And in order for you to kill that, you cannot read a book. You cannot do anything. You have to be able to expose yourself. I don't like to use the word therapy, but there is a saying that exposes therapy. This is where you get to expose yourself to something that you're mostly afraid of. So if you're scared of dogs, you lock yourself inside the room where there is dogs and you let them bark and you let them scream, you let them do whatever. You do it one time, you do it two times, and within 7 days or even two, depending on your mind and how your body is, you're going to end up being used to that. Somebody who used to be scared of a dog, you're not gonna be scared of a dog no more. Why? Because you're exposed to that situation. But it's the same thing also with us, man. It's the same thing. If you're scared to talk to people, if you're nervous, if you're doing like if your mind, if you overthink, if you're always in your head, the only way you can get out of that and start really operating in your mindfulness is that you have to start doing. You have to simply but slowly start taking action. And by the actions and through the actions you're going to be taking, is going to affirm, is going to strengthen your character. It's like you're going to be building, because during the process of you taking those actions, they're going to be pushbacks. They're going to be women who might slap you, might call you names, might think you weird, might give you that eyeside look, some might respect you, some might scream at you, men might want to fight you. You got all these kinds of things, this kind of pressure going towards you. But as a man, you should always overcome. And that's when you gotta understand that this is actually where you belong as a man, in a region, in a legion where there is nothing but chaos and power, and fire. Because when you're inside fire and you come out, if you don't burn, then you become out as sharp as iron. Right, guys? So remember, the only way to master anything, the only way to learn something, the only way to build your character is you have to really put yourself out there, and you have to expose yourself into reality. And also, you shouldn't be allowing feelings or emotions stop you from doing what you need to do. That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean when I say that you should live like a cop, meaning do not concern yourself with people, especially if whatever they're doing or whatever they're saying has nothing to do with you. Always concern yourself with something that has everything to do with you. If you fight and somebody saying, hey, maybe if you do this, you're gonna lose weight and you're gonna be healthy, then you must listen more, right? But if somebody is saying, hey, oh, being fat is good, or you overly, it's okay, love yourself, being obese is perfect, love yourself as you are, but deep down you can do better, and deep down you can make something more, and you can achieve more out of life, and you can lose that belly fat or whatever fat you have on your skin that you do not like. You have to deny that, and you have to really disregard that guy who's comforting you in your demise, in your destruction. He's giving you comfort in your destruction. But as men, we do not seek comfort. We seek the hard truth. We seek the discomfort, because we understand that men are made through discomfort.